This is my sister Courtney, a sophomore at Susquehanna University. She enjoys many activities, such as tennis and piano, but also happens to have juvenile rheumatoid arthritis. This is her story.
I've had arthritis for 14 years. I was diagnosed when I was 6 years old. When I was younger, I didn't think of myself as having arthritis. I didn't think about it at all. I just did what I could to make myself normal. And I did dance, and there were things that I couldn't do, is pointing my toe all the way or doing leaps and whatnot. And I didn't think anything of it. I just thought, oh, I just can't do it. And now that I'm older, I often think, if I didn't have it, how much better could I be at certain things? And with the tennis and hitting the ball, having my arm go all the way back, just certain positions where I'm like, I'm limited because of my arthritis, and it's very hard to look at myself and say, what if I didn't have it? What more things could I do?
Well, we were scared. We kind of only thought that old people got arthritis, so when they said that she had it, we didn't know anything about it in children, and we didn't know if she was going to go into remission, was it going to go away, was there going to be medicine, how it was going to affect her.
We'd gone through probably close to a year and a half of knowing that there was something wrong, but not knowing what it was. So, once she was properly diagnosed, then we could begin to deal with it and fight the battle.
The mornings are very tough because when I sleep, I'm in one position usually all night, or just because I'm relaxed, it's a lot of strain on my muscles and my joints. So in the morning, it's definitely a lot more painful. And during activity, when I'm playing tennis or when I'm at the gym on the treadmill, during the time that I'm physically doing stuff, I'm perfectly fine. It loosens my joints up, but as soon as I stop, the pain just goes to every joint, and I just have to stretch things out, and I have to keep, after I run, I have to walk for a while just to get back into the normal. Sometimes I just have a breakdown, and I wonder, why is this happening to me? Why can't I do these things? I want to do these things, and I'm trying as hard as I can.
We did as much research as we could possibly get our hands on. I went to the library. I talked to a lot of people who might be able to help, and there really just wasn't a lot of information at that time. We just said, what's our next steps? Medication, we tried to find the right one that was going to work for her, and therapy, occupational, physical, swimming, keeping her moving, keeping her joints loose, keeping her joints warm, and just educating ourselves and trying to let her just be a kid.
Yeah, it was pretty much trying to figure out what medications she responded to best that would keep the inflammation and the pain subsided.
I see my doctor maybe about once every 3 months. It can be a long process. I've chosen to do the infusions times when I don't have classes, so I have to go around my schedule at school, which is pretty difficult. But once I get there, I just say, okay, I'm going to be here for 3-4 hours and just relax, and they do blood work, they do what they need to do, and once the infusion actually starts, it's not a bad process. They put the IV in, and I just kind of sit there.
We really wanted the household to be normal. We treated it in a way with the family that was just, something else that was part of what we were going through, so we didn't really want to make a real big issue over it. We wanted her to be normal and live normally and not dwell on that as well. And I just I see how strong she is. See how her conviction to succeed and whatnot. And you know,
She's reached
I
all her
think
goals.
I think when it's all said and done, I think through this experience, she has become a better person.
I like to keep myself active. I go to the gym every day. I love to run outside when it's warm. If it's cold outside, I'm not very flexible when it's cold. So when it's warm out, I run. When I was younger, I did soccer. I did horseback riding. I keep myself active. I've gone through everything. I'm very heavily involved in music as well. I played the flute since 4th grade up until high school, and I played the piano. I like to try things. My friends are very supportive. I had a really hard time in the beginning of school, starting my freshman year, thinking, do I need to tell them that I have it? Should I tell them that I have it? They don't notice. Nobody notices. They look at me and they wouldn't be able to tell unless I showed them what I can and cannot do.
It really doesn't affect us. I mean, we talk about it a lot. Like it's like a common everyday thing that we talk about. Like it's not like she hides it from us or anything like that. And she'll let us know like if she's sore. Every once in a while she'll let us know if she's sore. But honestly, we do all the same stuff that we would do with anyone else.
Well, I have gone through dating, and I've gotten questions, but they're actually pretty good with it. I don't say right on the first date, hey, I have arthritis. Usually not even the second date. I usually, if it comes up, if I'm doing something and I think about it and it's the right time and I say, hey, you know, I have this condition, I'm not scared to say I have it. If they can't deal with it, then they're not the right guy for me.
It didn't really change anything for me. Her personality was what got me. Pretty much, you know, we did anything any normal couple would do, I guess. We went bowling with our friends and our other friends that were couples, and, you know, went out to dinner, went to see movies, and, you know, obviously there were some, like, limitations with, like, sports and stuff, but, you know, she always tried and always had fun.
A big thing is hand holding, because my hand, it depends on how big their hand is, and I have a very, very tiny hand, and it doesn't really interlock as well as other people's because I can't make a fist. But and after a while, after holding hands for maybe even just 2-3 minutes, my hand gets very tired just of being in that position. So that's pretty much the only issue.
There are 300,000 kids affected by arthritis in the United States, and there's 11,500 in Pennsylvania. So our chapter focuses on the eastern part of Pennsylvania. We have events like the Arthritis Walks and Jingle Bell Run out in the community to raise awareness of the disease, to bring people together, to meet one another, and to raise support for the mission of the Arthritis Foundation. And so through forming this team and taking part in the walk, everyone better understands how arthritis affects that child's life. And they're showing their support, which just does countless things for the child with arthritis. Self-esteem, helps them out, pumps them up, you know, really makes them feel supported.
I think with all the money that we raise every year, doing the walks and making people aware and the research, I hope that in the future there will be a cure for arthritis, but time will tell.
Well, my main goal is to finish up this year and do well in classes. Next year I'll be going to study abroad in Australia, so that's my next goal. And my biggest goal is to graduate with a bachelor's degree in elementary education and early childhood. Don't think that you can't do anything just because you have a disability. You need to reach your goals and live life the way that you want to live.